everything about you.
Hello everyone. This is John from Nevermore Antiques, and tonight I am going to talk to you about a bunch of items that I have sold over the past week. I believe just since the last time that I made a video like this. And this isn't everything that I've sold, but I've just started pulling out some of the better items that I have found and that I have flipped to turn a little bit of money into a whole lot of money. And boy, oh boy, did we kill it this past week. Man, we've been selling. I think we're at like 1,600 bucks for the week. We're almost like at $5,500 for the month. And for February, I will take that any day. The auctions have actually started picking up. I've been going to a lot of auctions, finding a lot of really neat stuff, and so I'm hoping that the auctions will continue to produce quality merchandise for me to be able to flip and make a little bit of money and be able to continue to make these videos for you guys. So we're going to jump right into this real quick, and I'm going to pretty much just tell you estimate what I paid for the item, because I can't remember it on all of these items, but I'm going to estimate what I paid for each of these items, and we can see what I sold it for, and you can determine whether or not it was a good item and the profit was good enough to sell on eBay. The first item that I have here is a vintage Gillette silverback black adjustable dial safety razor. So this is just a razor that you twist the bottom and it opens the inside of the razor up, and then the second dial actually adjusts the height of the blade inside the razor. It worked perfectly. I actually picked this up at an auction for $4. I flipped it for 46. I don't even know. I have to bleep that out. 25.46 with $3.80 right on top of that. So they paid shipping. So I made really good money. Oh boy, this is not starting off well, folks. I'm sorry. I apologize. The next item I have here is A Tangled Web by L.M. Montgomery. And it was a really good book. I sold it for $36.51. It was a first edition with the dust jacket. That's something that you always want to look for when you're looking at the books. You'll open the book up, and a lot of time it'll have a number line. If it says 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, typically that is a first edition. You can open it up, and on the inside of the cover, like right here, and I'm sorry the picture is horrible, but it would say, like, sometimes it'll say, like right here, it'll say book club edition. If it's a book club edition, then it's not a true first edition. So, little primer on books. Let's look here. The next item that we have here is an eMachines eTower. It is a 533 ID. I picked this up. I paid absolutely nothing for this. It was a free donation to me. I run periodic ads on the Bicycle trade pages looking for free computers. If people just want them gone and out of their way, I will come pick them up, and I will take the monitor. I recycle the monitor, and I sell the computer. I actually have a big stockpile of those old CRT monitors in my basement because I believe one day they're going to be worth a fortune. So I just keep them, and I put them in the basement, and I store them until somebody comes along and decides they want to buy them. People use them for vintage gaming. A lot of the old computer games do not look good on flat screen monitors, and people are purists and they want those original monitors. So I do sell them every once in a while for 50, 60 bucks. I do have a really nice rotary telephone here. It's super cool. I paid $3 for it at a sale. Flipped it for $29.71 and $7.74. Ship it on top. That works out pretty good. The next item that I have here is a Sony camcorder. It's a DCR TRV 250. These sell extremely well. You're always wanting to be on the lookout for Sony high 8mm camcorders. You will make good money with them, but you got to remember, you don't make your profit on an item when you sell it. You make that money when you buy it. It's important that you learn how to negotiate the price of your item down. Don't be afraid. The worst they're going to tell you is no. I understand this is something in the beginning that I completely empathize with people who are not people that like confrontation. But it's just easy. Like, hey, you've got like $30 on this. I have 20. I mean, like, I really like to make a joke. Be like, I feel 20. I don't feel 30. I feel 20. And if they say, well, I feel 22, then you saved $10 on that. But typically, you're going to pick these up for nothing. You're going to pick them up for $5. If somebody knows what they got, they're probably going to list it on eBay. Sometimes. I got an autographed copy of the Asheville. It was a book from Asheville, I think North Carolina. It was an autographed copy. Autographed books sell really well. I was at an auction yesterday, well, 2 days ago when you watched this video, and I picked up a lot of books, and some of them were autographed, and one of them was a Frank Lloyd Wright book about a house that they had sold 200 copies of this book to raise money to do something for the house. And long story short, the lady that was a dealer there, she wanted it from me. And I'm like, no, I don't want to really get rid of it. And I'm glad I didn't. I brought that book home. And in 2015, there was only one copy of this book. Now, it's numbered to 200. And you got to think, how many people out there are fans of Frank Lloyd Wright? How many architects out there? How many artists? How many people just love mid-century modern and would love to have one of these books? In 2015, this book sold for $168. That's 5 years ago. I could possibly get $225 out of that book today, and that's probably going to be what I listed for, because I think the markets probably have went up on that book. There's only been one book on the market, so that pretty much tells me that I get to set the price on that. So always be looking for books, open them up, check the first couple pages, flip through them, see if they're signed. If they're signed, that always adds value. And the neat thing about books is that typically they, you can sell them, and the autographed versions of the books flip pretty quick. The next item that we have here, I had this thing listed forever. It was a cheap buy. I paid $3 for it. I flipped it for $127.46, but it was listed so long ago that there was no shipping on top. Unfortunately, the shipping was absent. It was absent. So the next item that I have here is a pair of glasses. These are really cool. They are $16.96, and it's what I sold them for. I think I paid $3 or $4 for them, but I did charge shipping, so I am above my $10 profit margin that I love to stay on with my items that I buy. This is just a cool item. I bought it because it was actually an advertisement piece from a optometrist in Cape Girardeau, Missouri, and I sell a lot of stuff that has towns on there, so I thought I would give it a shot. We see here that I have another Gillette safety razor. I sold this one for $20.36 with shipping on top. Next item we have is a 1/20th 12 karat gold, something you're going to know about jewelry. Typically, if it's 12 karat, it's always going to be gold filled. That's the case that I have found in my research. If I'm wrong, let me know down below and let everyone else know, and I'll correct myself on a later video. But pretty much 12 karat gold is gold filled almost all the time. This was a beautiful early, like 1920s, 1930s bracelet. I had it listed for a while. It's pretty cool, but unfortunately, it took a while to sell. And I think I had like $1 in it, so I wasn't hurt. And that sold for $25.46 with $3.80 shipping on top. Get a drink of water. Sorry about all that noise. Here's another vintage Gillette. I just listed all these last week, and these things will sell as quick as you list them. And that one sold for $25.46, $3.80 shipping on top. Here is one of those Polaroid SX land cameras that I told you guys about in one of my other videos. I bought 2 of those. I actually paid up for this one. I paid $30 for it, and I only sold it for $67.96, but I still doubled up on my money. And that's the way you go sometimes. Sometimes you gotta spend money to make money, and I'll spend $30 all day long to make $30. Especially this camera. I mean, if you go back and you look at the video, it wasn't listed long. It sold pretty darn quick. Here is a Farmall exhaust manifold. This is the one that got me in hot trouble at an auction. I was at an auction. I paid $3 for this. And go back to the book. I never sell anything to somebody at an auction. I just don't do it. I don't do it. I sold this for $93.50. No shipping. Went FedEx. Probably cost $20 to ship. The guy at the auction bought the tractor. He needed this manifold. There is a $110 price tag on this manifold. I asked the guy, what will you pay me for it? He goes, well, I'll give you your money back. What do you have, like $5 in it? And I said, there's a $110 price tag on this. I said, I will do you a favor today. I said, I'll sell it to you for $50. $50, it's yours. That's less than half price. He goes, there's no way I'm going to do that. And I said, well, I can't sell you the manifold. He goes, gets the guy who's owned all the stuff. They come back over, and he's like, would you sell that guy that manifold for whatever? And I said, no. I said, this is my manifold. I said, I'm not selling it to him. I said, I won't sell it to him now if you paid me the $110. I said, it's mine. And the guy looked at me and goes, karma's beep. And I go, you know what? It sure is. And I said, and insulting people is a good way for karma to be a beep because he's not getting the manifold. And I know it's kind of petty, but the dude was, he insulted me. And the karma of it is that if he would have just been like, hey, $50 is a fair price. It's a fair price. It's how I feed my family. That's what I explained to the dude. I said, this is how I feed my family. I said, you may think that it's just a joke to you. I said, but this is how I pay my bills. I said, I can't give my profit away. It's not my fault that they didn't set their auction up right. Rant over. That's a lot of talking about a manifold. Here we go. And I know some of you guys are probably upset. I should have sold it to him. I'm sure someone out there is going to be like, you should have sold it to him. And I'm going to be like, no. Read the hat. Pardon me. I don't give a damn. I just don't. Sorry. OEM seat track. I actually took an offer on this for $50. $7.74 shipping and handling. Here is a shillelagh or whatever yearbook. It's a 1938 Potosi yearbook. I sold it for $50, $3.33 shipping on top, and it sold like that. I listed it and it was gone. I'm actually in negotiations with the lady now because I have a ton of family photos that came from the same estate, and I'm working to make her a bulk deal on those. I think I'd probably do like $100 and she could take, there's a ton of photos, and I would be more than happy with that. Here is a snap-on emblem, $16.96. I bought this and a lot of other emblems. I think I paid $15 for the whole lot, and I got like 16 or 20 emblems, something like that. And this one paid for the lot. I love that. Here is a set of pewter cups and 2 Jefferson cups. I sold them for $25. I took an offer on them, $7.54 shipping and handling. Here is a Southeast Missouri State University homecoming beer mug from 1987. Okay, guys, I missed the boat on this one. Like, I was at an auction, and I probably bought 10 of these mugs, but for the 10 mugs that I bought, I probably left twice that many behind on the table. And I sold 2 of these mugs, one for $30, and the other one, this one I took an offer on it for $35, and they paid shipping. It was just crazy. I left, if I get $30 on 20 mugs, that's what, $900? That's crazy. I left a ton of money behind because I didn't want to mess with it. I was lazy because they sold for, you guessed it, $1. $1 is what they sold for. Here is a really cool pocket metronome. I bought this at a sale for $2, and I sold it for, actually took an offer on it for $130 and $4.60 shipping on top. If you've noticed, charging shipping doesn't deter anybody. It just doesn't. Shipping is just they pay it. Here is a Sony battery charger with a remote and a battery. Sold it for $28, shipping on top. Here is a book, Dobbs' Law of Remedies, Damages, Equity, and Restitution, Hornbook series. It's a law book. Sold it for $29.71, free shipping. It went, probably went media mail, so that's probably fine. Here is a lot of spoons. Rose pattern, didn't even know the name. M Flatware Rose Pattern Japan. Listed it for $50.96. Actually listed it for $60. My 15% offer that I always run, folks. Always run 15-20% off. That draws people in. It makes them watch your items, and then you can make offers on stuff. $50.96 is what I sold that for. $7.74 ship it on top. Nice. Here is the 1957 Bonne Terre High School Yearbook. Sold that for $42.40. I had $1 in that. $1. Sold it for $42.40, $3.33 shipping and handling. Yearbooks are slow. They are slow go. But people, they collect them. They want the whole series. They want all of them. So if you can find one guy, if you can get lucky and find one guy who is willing to pay stupid money because he needs it for his collection, you know, or a school or a library is trying to plug holes, you can do good. Here is a doorknob. That's a fluted doorknob. Guess it plays music when you turn it. I don't know. Sold it for, I actually took an offer on that for $18 and $5.30 shipping on top. Here is a door actuator, $22.06, free shipping. Probably didn't make much on that when it was all said and done. And trying to get it to come up. Here's that second beer mug that I sold. I still have one available. I sold it for $30 with shipping on top. And the final item that we have here is a set of personalized vanity car license plates. I had them listed for $64.95, but they had been listed for a long time. They'd been listed for over 2 years, so I took a best offer for $30 free shipping. Get them things out of here, and I am done with them. So that's the video for today, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please hit that like button. That really means a lot to me. Hit the bell and click on all, so whenever we go live or whenever we upload a video, you are notified for all of our videos that we put out. And if you would, hit that subscribe button. That's awesome. I love to see my subscribe count go up. I really appreciate it when you guys subscribe, because that means a lot. I mean, some people come and they'll just watch a video and they're done. But when you hit that subscribe button, that means you believe in me and you believe in my channel. And I believe in you guys. And I try to give out really good bolos, really good information. And it's definitely worth subscribing. You know, I'm giving you good information. The other day I was in a very large YouTuber's chat, and they said that they had made a comment. They were about shipping something. It was heavy, and they shipped it United States Postal Service. And I said, ship it FedEx. It'll save you half the money. And their advice was, FedEx is a scam. And I'm like, what do you mean FedEx is a scam? And I go, let me check this out. So I go back, and I'm like, he said the rates that they charge you aren't the real rates. And I'm like, hold the phone, wait a minute, put a little investigation in it. Let me just check the numbers. So I go back, and I start digging through my numbers. I look at this on my spreadsheet, and I look at the number that they charged me, and they all matched up. I appreciate you guys for watching. Have a good day. Keep on digging, keep on picking. God bless you guys. And remember, the family that picks together sticks together. Good night.
I like everything about you.